Well, g'day everyone. So, hasn't been much fishing lately. The weather's been pretty ordinary. So, no fishing video today, but what I am going to do is I'm going to show you how to make an A-frame chicken coop. I'll give you a quick look at one now. But that's the mission for this afternoon. And I'll just show you quickly what we're going to need. So I've gone ahead, I've cut all the timber that I need. This is actually enough for a couple of coops. That'll be the frame, door frame, unclad frame for the coop itself. And I'm going to clad it, if you come with me over into the shed. I've got some second-hand Colorbond here, and I'm going to clad it in that. And this is the hardware I'm going to need. A couple of 100mm butt hinges, 90mm Hassman staples. You can get these from any hardware store, by the way, if you're wondering. And of course I'll need chicken wire. But anyway, let me just make a bit of room in the shed here, and we'll get stuck into building it. Okay, so first thing I want to do, now I've got a little bit of room here to get stuck into it. First thing I want to do is make the enclosed section. So I'll need 4 of these uprights. Let's just put them here for now. 4 of them. $900mm, yep, that's the ones. I want 4 of them. So I'm just going to go ahead, fire up the compressor, attach the nail gun, and I'll put that together, and you'll get a bit of an idea of how the A-frame is going to look. So these are my uprights, and these are my joiners. So what I want to do is just nail them straight onto there. You don't need a nail gun. Do it with hammer and nails, screws, whatever's easiest for you. I just happen to have a nail gun and a compressor, so why not use it? Here comes the rain. Here's that weather I was telling you about. I'm not sure I'll get the kayak out tomorrow morning. Anyway, we'll stay in the shed. Okay, so you can see how the A-frame's going to look when it's complete. I'll sit together like that. Tin cladding up over the edge. Enclose the back section with some timbers. I've got some timbers here. I'll sand them up, make them look really good, and they'll sit there like so. That'll be that's going to be the cladding for the back of the enclosed section. That'll be internal, and of course the Colorbond will be external. So next step is the open section. I'll crack on and get that finished. Alright, back to the pile of timber. And by the way, I'll put a description of what each piece is, and measurements and cut angles, etc. I'll put all that information in the video description, so you can check it out. You can make yourself a cutting list, a shopping list, if you want to go and buy the timber, or you find some second-hand timber and you want to cut it all to shape. I'll put all that info in the description for you. Now, my chicken coop needs a door, and that's what that centre upright there is. That's part of the door frame. And my width for my door is 820mm. All my measurements will be in millimetres. You can, if you want to use inches, you can easily figure out the conversion. But because that's 820, I want my door frame width to be 830. So in other words, I want it to be 10 mil wider than the door's going to be. So 830. Let's drop a nail in that. Same at the top. This end's the top. .830 right there. Drop a nail in. All right. I can tell you from experience, nail guns work better when they have nails in them. Yep, perfect. Okay, so that's the frame pretty much completely ready. Obviously I have to clad it with chicken wire and the ColourBond, but the woodwork part of it is pretty much done. So I'll just put it together so you can have a bit of a look. Let's go for a bit of a dry fit. Get a bit of an idea of what the finished product's going to start looking like. Okay, so imagine that's your enclosed end, ColourBond and timber cladding on that end. This is open. Your door will go here, so you'll open your door here. Chicken wire all around. So it's 2.7 metres long. What's that? That's about 1.3 metres high, and it'll end up being about 1.3 wide when it's finished. I'll actually go, when I'm finished, I'll go and catch myitch hooks, stick them in there, and you'll get a bit of an idea of scale. Anyway, talking about it's not going to get it done, so I'm going to hook up the stapler and attach some chicken wire. Okay, so the chicken wire is on. It's all in place. I've got the door over here. You didn't see me build the door, but I've clad the door in chicken wire as well. Next step is to put the enclosed section together and clad it with ColourBond. So let's get stuck into that. Okay, there we go. The tin cladding is on. It's a little dirty, so I'm going to have to clean it. As you can see, been sitting in my shed for a while. It's pretty dusty and dirty, but quick clean up, good as gold. Next job is to clad the interior here with timber. so that's the cladding complete. That's the enclosed section. So the cladding on the back. And this is the open section. Obviously I haven't put it all together yet, but that's the next step. But it's getting a bit late in the day and I'm getting a bit thirsty, so it's beer o'clock now. I'll come back out and finish tomorrow. See you then. Alright, so it's the next day. I'm back in the shed with my apprentice. And so yesterday we finished the enclosed section. And today we're knocking off the open section. We'll put it all together and we'll put a couple of chooks in it and give you a look. Anyway, let's get into it. You just sit right there. Alright, Bets? Good girl. Alright, almost there. All I've got to do now is hang the door, screw the two parts together, and we're done. We'll go and get a chook, or two, or three, put them in it, and you'll get an idea of how it all looks. So, I'll go ahead, I'll hang the door, I'll screw the frame together, I'll catch a couple of chooks, and that'll be it. Turn the power on, Andy. Alright, final job is attach a Haspin staple to the door so you can lock it, provide a bit of security for your birds. And that's it. One at the top, one at the bottom. Oh, sorry, one at the top, one at the bottom. Working upside down here. You know what I mean. So I'll go ahead, get that done. And we're there. Well, I timed that wrong. I've just got it set up and it started to rain. But rain won't hurt it. I'll just wait till the showers stop. And then I'll catch a couple of my chooks. There they are off in the distance, you might be able to see them. And we'll get a few pics. Okay, so there you go. I've got a couple of chooks in there for a bit of scale. They're going to hide in the dark and be a bit hard to see. Let's go up the front here actually. So there it is, an A-frame chicken coop. Now to sort of make it last a little longer, you want to oil the wood. I prefer to oil the wood, although the wood is the timber's H3 treated pine, which means it's graded for above ground exterior use. So it is treated pine, but to help extend the life a little bit, I would suggest linseed oil every 6 months or so. And what you want to do is you make two mixes. First one 60% terps, 40% linseed, paint that on, and then reverse it. 40% terps, 60% linseed, paint it on. If you do that every 6 months, it'll last forever. My girls aren't going to come up the front here, are they? They're going to hide down the back. Anyway, there you go. That's an A-frame chicken coop. As I said earlier, all components, hardware, timber cuts, angles, lengths, it's all going to be in the description. So check that out if you want to have a go at building one yourself. Any questions, hit me up in the comments, and hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.
Oh.